You guys, it's time to go through my trash. I'm on a cleaning binge, and I'm probably going to post this after I went through all my makeup. I'm editing the video now. It's going to be very long. This one's going to be a lot shorter. I just want to throw out my empties and give reviews at the same time. So, you've seen Fuller. I've seen Fuller. Let's get into it. This is the, oh, I didn't bring my glasses. This is the Ren AHA Smart Renewal Body Serum. This is lovely, but this is old, and I don't think something like this, you know, it's a body lotion. I don't want to hang out with this for a long time. I think I've had it for 2 years or so. And it's great because it does a gentle exfoliation. And now I have a couple of other things that do the same thing that are newer. And as I said, I'm really being quite aggressive with what I'm getting rid of. I need to clear space and clear my head. So this Kosas spray, I don't know what it's called, but I'll put it right down here. I love this. I think I got this at the Sephora sale in spring, and I am dreading. I used my last bit. Ooh, you can use it actually over makeup, which there's not enough in here to do that. Beautiful sprayer. And I use this as part of my skincare. I'll use it on top of my makeup. Now I have some spritzes. It's a beautiful sprayer, but when there's nothing in there, it's kind of spittily. I don't know what it is about this. I also feel that, unlike other sprays, I don't get the trans-epidermal evaporation that makes your skin look more dehydrated after you hydrate it. Usually when I go on with something I want to hydrate, something like an essence, I will put on moisturizer to help lock that hydration and goodness in. This is kind of my essence position now. But I'll also, you know, once I start to put things on, if I feel like it's getting a little tacky, things are drying down a little bit, before I put on my moisturizer after some of my serums, I'll do a little spritz. So I use it for a lot of things, and I love it. And I was thinking, I hope I don't, you know, go through this before the Sephora sale, but I'm gonna have to get another one because I don't want to be without it. Now this one is the Thorn Milk from Ritual to Fee, and as you can see, I also finished this. I've never been into sprays before, but I'm finding these great sprays, and I love what they do for me. It's a much smaller container. I do have a discount at Ritual Fee on all the time, so do check that out. It's in the description box. Just hit or swipe more and you'll see my discount codes. If you also like the Thorn Milk, you can get it at a little bit of a better price. The Dermatology Needleless Serum, I'm well into another bottle. When I did my last dermatology video around a sale, I realized that there's not a lot of copper peptide in this, so it was okay to use it in the morning with my vitamin C and also use it at night. So previously I only used it at night, and now I'm using it both day and night. Beautiful ingredients. Take a look at my dermatology video right here, and I talk about the ingredients and everything that I have tried and what I think of them. Alright, the Kosas, another Kosas product. This is their sunscreen. It's a mineral sunscreen. It's an adorable little packaging. I love these colors. You know, I'm a girl. I'm a girly girl. And I actually shot a review of this, and then I kept on wearing it, and I shot an amendment saying, you know what, so many days later I have a different opinion, and I never edited it. Sometimes that happens. Let me know if you want to see a full review on this, but I'm telling you right now, just capsulize. This does not dry for a long, long time. I've tried using half of the amount, a quarter teaspoon, and letting that dry for 15 minutes and then doing the other half. It doesn't matter. It takes on me, depending on the weather, about 2 hours. It will, but not for very long. And I really kind of didn't like that, and yet I kept on pulling to it. So there's something about this that I actually do like. And I tried it again recently, which is, you know, my last hurrah. And I was surprised. I didn't put on makeup afterwards. I was just sitting around. And about an hour later, it was dry. So sometimes it takes a couple of hours, sometimes it doesn't. it might be bothersome to you. I think it's worth giving a try. It's tinted and it doesn't turn orange. Right now, I'm wearing something that I kind of like, honestly, but after 20 minutes, I looked in the mirror, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so orange. So I went over it with this stick from Fenty, and I think the orange has been turned down. The Kosas doesn't get more orange, certainly not like this one, and it's a good light medium tone. If you're darker than me, it's not going to be something you put on and go about your business. You're definitely going to want to do some foundation. If you're lighter than me, but I find it to be really good. It does leave you very shiny, but most of my sunscreens do. I thought I had gotten rid of this. This is really a lovely, lovely concealer from Clinique. I think it's called Even Better Concealer, and it has a creamy consistency, and I actually don't remember how I use this. Oh yeah, doe foot, and then you blend it in with that little sponge. This is quite old. It reminds me a lot of the Kosas, but it has more colors than the Kosas, and it's not natural. So there are preservatives in here, which means it'll last longer. But I think that's about 3 years old, and it's a bit creamy. It's comforting. It's really, really lovely. I'm just kind of into other things right now, but I know that if I ever feel like something different, something effective, I'm going to go back to this. So I pulled out this Urban Decay liner, and it's brown. I don't have anything on. And I thought, you know what? It's really hard to find a good brown. I find that the one from Hourglass feels more black than brown, and this one is a little more gentle. I love the one color-wise from Rare Beauty. Love that color, but it didn't stay at all. It didn't stay in my waterline. But I went to go look it up, and they don't make these colors anymore, as far as I can tell. On Sephora, I think they only had 3 colors left in that product. So I figured, may as well say goodbye. My Maylove Glow Maker Vitamin C, I am starting to be a little bit promiscuous when it comes to vitamin C. So I recently did a Drunk Elephant round, and then I went back to the Glow Maker, and right now I'm doing a dermatology round. I think it's on par with dermatology, and both of them are quite nice. I'm not going to do an ingredient check. I do like it, and for a couple of years that was the only one that I wore. But I had points at Sephora, and I thought, let me do the Drunk Elephant for a change, because that one was the first one I ever tried, and I saw remarkable changes in my skin. And sometimes you just want to go back to the one where you really saw changes, and I do think it's superb. This is a mascara. This from Chanel. I'm not wearing any mascara, but oh yeah, I have another mascara. I've been keeping this for years. This is the Hourglass, and they don't make it anymore. And it was my favorite mascara. After years and years and years, decades of wearing makeup, I really hated mascara because it always ended up under here. And I discovered this, and that was it. I started wearing mascara, and I started rebuying it and rebuying it and rebuying it. It gives me a very fluttery, natural looking lash, and Hourglass discontinued it. What can I say? Of course, it wouldn't be an Empties video without sunscreen. Well, I already did the Kosas, but this is the Isn't Free Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel, and it is one of my favorites. I know I can pull to this. Sometimes when I pull out a sunscreen, I wonder, am I going to have a problem with my makeup? Am I going to have to wait a long time? Is it going to turn color on me? Is this the smart thing? And there have been times when I put on a certain sunscreen, I think, this could be problematic, and inevitably I am right. I never, ever have a problem with this. I know it doesn't matter what I put on top. Foundation, it doesn't have a white cast, so I don't have to put anything on top. It dries down, it doesn't feel oily, it doesn't feel greasy, but it does leave you shiny. But because it's not tacky, it's easy to powder, where you don't see all that tacky stuff on your brush afterwards. So thumbs up, one of my very favorite sunscreens. Again, I'm going to have to put this down below. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but this is from, and I can't remember what it's called, Hakuhodo. And this is a milky moisturizer. It's my first step after my serums. Just gives me a little bit of an emollient, but just a little. It's really, when I say lotion, don't think of body lotion. It's like a watery lotion. It helps with hydration, helps to lock in just a little bit. It's not very occlusive, but it makes me feel like my skin is drinking it in, like gulp, 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 and I love that. Let's talk toothpaste, you guys. I don't know if these are being made anymore because this was a bunch of special flavors, but I love Marvis toothpaste. I hate brushing my teeth. It makes me feel like my mouth is on fire because most toothpastes are very, very strong. And I remember when I was a teenager brushing my teeth with Crest, and it actually made me feel nauseous. I started off every single school day feeling a little nauseous from toothpaste. These I love, and I'm actually happier to brush my teeth more often because I enjoy them so much. This one is always there. I think this is an almond. What do they call it? Amarelli. It's licorice, and it's lovely. This one is one of the special ones. They had special, I think it was called Around the World or Flavors of the World or something like that, and I love, love, love them. I will really, really be in a pinch if I have to buy something else, and I've actually stocked up on those because I am afraid I won't be able to find them again. Okay, more mascaras. These are just minis from when I order things from Dior or from Chanel, and they're quite old. This is a Natasha Denona liner, and you know, it's not pencil, right? Really hard for me to do that because I'm hooded. I can do it with a pencil. I mean, believe me, I'll do that video right here. It's a deal, you know, but I thought, let me try. This is old, and I think this is a sample. I'm just pressing it against my lashes, but I remember when I first got this, I played with it a little bit, and I was able to get a little bit of a wing, and then I couldn't because it's so outside my wheelhouse. If you're not as hooded as me, if you can do a winged liner, you might like it, but in this case, I would say I'm not a good person to take a recommendation for on this kind of product because I really don't use it the way it should be used, and I can't attest to the wear or how easy it is to use, but it is going into trash. Here is a Bobbi Brown liner that I got ages ago. It's a gel liner. This has to be 10 years old, and it's in a dark navy blue. And I think I felt at one time that this color is flattering on me and on my eyes, but it's really not. It's very thin. If you like something very thin, it's a lovely brand. It's a lovely product, but I never used it. Oh, this one is the Sicily. I think it's called So Stretch, and it's really nice. It has a comb on it. Let's do it because I don't have any mascara on. But again, it's kind of old. I haven't been using my serum for a couple of months. That's Grace coughing. So my lashes are really not looking so hot. If anything, I think I need something that is more thickening over length, and this one I think is a lengthening one. It's lovely. Nothing wrong with it. I just don't know that anybody needs to spend that much money on mascara. And the last thing is a NARS concealer. I had never had luck with this. I thought it was too creamy, and I got a small one, and I kept it all this time because I felt that it might be good for a comparison for a video, and then I couldn't remember where I put it. I couldn't find it. There's something about this, I believe, that when you put it on and then you tap it out, it kind of pulls your little very thin, delicate skin under the eyes up. It's a little too tacky, and it's interesting because now I have that other concealer on, the Clinique, and I thought, I wonder if it, because I don't experience that with the Clinique, I wonder if before I throw it away, I'm just going to give this a try on a day when I don't care what I look like. And And that's going to be it for today's video, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope it was informative and liked the little mini reviews on things that I have shot videos for, but I haven't posted them, or reminding you of how good this is, how dependable it is. And to confirm, I did speak about this in a video when I got it. I still adore it, and I'm going to go have to buy a refill. The Thorn, I've never talked to you about, so I'm not breaking down and doing a thorough review, but I like it quite a bit. Ooh, there's some left. Let me just do a little spray. I have to make sure it's enough to have, ooh, super fantastic mist. It's quite scented. Yeah, I'm not getting a good spray. There we go. It's hard to get a good spray when there's not much left, but it's really lovely. It's very rosy, which doesn't bother me, but you know, sometimes when I'm not in the mood for the rose thing, and I think it has skincare ingredients in it as well. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope it was helpful. I hope you come back again. And until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.